Hello and welcome back to the little house. It's been a while since we've had you over to our half-finished off-grid house in the woods. It is the dog days of summer, the heat of summer, but it's one of those rare days of cool, light rain in the middle of the summer. I would love to take you in. I can't, however, take you in through our front door the way I usually do because, as you can see, there's a big hole in front of our front door. That is a part of this phase of construction. We're putting a mudroom on the front of our house, and it's moving kind of slowly. We'll have a dirt pile here for a while yet, but I can see the bright side of anything. And the bright side of this dirt pile is that it is a farm for lamb's quarters, which is a delicious edible weed which we have for our breakfast almost every morning. So I'll come back out and pick some for our breakfast in a moment. But first, let me take you around the back of the house so you can come in and visit with us in the little house. Good morning, Milo. Good morning. Time to wake up. Good morning, Stella. Good morning, baby. Good morning. Lamb's quarters for our breakfast.
I think people associated with USC are concerned. Executive Director for the National Employment Law.
If there's one great gift that our off-grid life has given us, it's a great appreciation for ordinary comforts. We really don't take anything for granted, having lived a survival-based life these last few years, having a home to be in and time to be in it, and the ability to relax and spend time together and eat food and enjoy a beautiful landscape is enough for us to feel like we're living like kings.
So these days I'm spending time doing projects for other people. Some of it is projects that I've talked about for a long time with friends. Some of it is stuff just to generate some revenue. I'm pretty determined to get a shop up in the next year and actually run a little bit of business out of there. But in order to do that, I think I have to build that business and actually pay for it with that money. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm sort of starting at the ground floor with that. So I'm walking over to the shop. It doesn't exist, but it's a nicely hung tarp that gives me a little workspace to do projects to add a little value around here. This is the kind of shop project that I hope to be doing. This is a sliding barn door. This is made primarily from wood from here. It's kind of rustic. It has the mill marks still in it, which is a little different for me. I can't just sand everything out or the fun texture would go away. But they're turning out pretty nice. This is the second set of doors that I've done this way, and people like them. So we're making sliding barn doors. They're very popular right now. I like to do my own hardware for it. Found these little wheels, welded up the plate to hold them. Have some drilling and some finishing left to do, but all the pieces parts are fitting nicely.
The kids are doing a little bit of schoolwork. They are more themselves when there's a little bit of organization to their day, and there can never be too much learning. The centerpiece of that, of course, is our new piano. It was one of our goals this year for our kids to have music in their lives. We got the piano. It's a hand-me-down, which we're very grateful for. We got it right before we left on our vacation, and the kids are already doing great work on it. We love music and we know how to appreciate it, partly because we have so few screens. We know the value of being able to make your own entertainment. We still do our dishes in tubs on the counter. I think that our whole life out here has been a series of kind of ridiculous things being transformed into things that make sense. And having no running water in the kitchen is still in the category of kind of absurdly inconvenient. But if we could solve all the things we've solved up to this point, it's only a matter of time.
So we've been in the house since November, I guess. That makes it, what, 8 months or so? 8, 9 months. It's treated us really well. It feels like a whole lot more luxury than what we're used to. Comforts. I guess when I say luxury, I mean actual comforts. We still get annoyed at the things we don't have, but the list of things that we do have is a lot. We're still working on getting a year-round refrigeration solution. We don't have running water in the kitchen because I haven't built cabinets. We have a lot of temporaries in place, but when you're doing it sort of piecemeal and as you can afford it, it makes sense to do it that way, and it's completely livable. And I think as we live in it, we figure out more and more what we want it to be.
Something amazing happened to me.
What?
I was just walking around and I saw a snake.
Was it?
It was like a little brown. It was striped with brown and black.
Uh-huh. Was it like the one that Stella ran over on her bike?
Well, kind of.
Uh-huh.
Just. I was just standing still, thinking about it, what I should do, and I thought about doing the Queen of Hearts thing, and
Off with the pet?
yeah, I was just thinking about it, staying still, but it was just chilling, looking for some people on its way, but didn't notice me.
It didn't see you at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then who moved first? You or the snake? Did the snake go away or did you?
The snake went away, and then I just walked away from the place that the snake was.
Okay. Honey, you should wear shoes in that place, okay? Because if you stepped on it, it would bite you. So wear shoes down there, because you don't want to step on a snake and get bit. It'll hurt.
Didn't notice me. I didn't step on it at all.
I know, honey, but what if you did? You should wear shoes. At 5 o'clock, rain or shine, the kids and I have garden time. This year, we're trying to shift from gardening 1 year at a time to gardening in a more permanent or ongoing design. So we're implementing a design rather than just doing this year's garden. We were gone for the month of June, so it wouldn't have been the best time to plant seeds anyway, and we only planted a few things. Well, we planted a lot of things, but they were all tomatoes. So we have a tomato forest. We don't have a very diverse garden for this year, but we're implementing a long-term scenario in our garden and actually on the whole property. As you can see, we are almost out of compost. The gardener's song, more compost, more compost. We're pretty good at hot compost these days. Nick actually is the one who keeps track of it. So this bin over here is pretty hot. You can see the thermometer in there. So everywhere where it's green on that side of the white string, okay? Those seeds you just planted, they want to be covered up, okay? So can you use this rake to very lightly rake them in until they look like, until you can't see them on the surface anymore? Okay.
We're having a worm farm again, which is kind of weird, but I'm gonna have some pet worms.
As we were scraping the bottom of this compost bin, I saw all these worms and remembered that we needed to reinstate the kitchen worm farm. But Sadie also loves to think of them as her pets.
They make compost, and compost is good for plants.
You like the plants?
Mm-hmm. And now can I hug the other plant?
No, gently. Well, in a day's work, we made 2 new beds, and we got Sadie her worm bin friends, her pet worms. So, you know, a little bit adds up to a lot. We'll see where the next week or so can get us, and looking forward to having a really bountiful garden in the future.
So it seems like I spent most of my day either running away from the rain or getting chased inside by the sun or chasing down equipment issues, but I did get some progress made and a little more metal work tomorrow, and then I'll be on to finishing metal. Next week I install the doors over at Chris's house, so maybe we'll show you a little bit of that.
Yes! Because I peered through and read the names.
So you got your piano book, and what did you get, Milo?
I got the next Wings of Fire book.
Wings of Fire.
Yeah.
And what did you get, Stella? The next Sisters Grimm book. Good job. So that's what we're up to here in the middle of our house build in our exactly half finished house. We feel like we're just in the messy middle of our lives, and we're just sucking every bit of juice out of this life. We're trying to enjoy every single moment. Life is made out of ordinary moments, and we're determined not to miss any. We'll see you around, friends. Thanks for visiting the little house. We'll see you next time.
Good night, little house. Ta-da! I was scared.